talking about the five W's. In fact, our parents and us wrote an entire book. It's a pretty short book, but it's a good book about the five W's of investing. And today we are going to go over a little bit of what those are. So start us off, Devin.
Yep, that is the why should you start investing? What should you invest in? When should you start investing? Where should you? Who should invest? And how? How do you do this? As kind of a bonus on there. So we are going to be talking about that, and let's just get started with one of the first ones. Why should you start investing?
The why is a very important part.
Well, I think why is to make our lives better. I mean, isn't that why we're trying to do anything? Is we want to have a better life. And in a world where we have crazy government spending and inflation that's making regular savings, just the value that you have in the bank is going down. Sure, maybe you have $100 this year and you'll have 101 next year. And when that'll only buy you $92 worth of stuff, it's still it's hurting a lot of people. And that's just the surface of it. And when you want to not be affected negatively by inflation, when you want to do better in your life and not be stuck working a job 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year for 40 or 50 years of your life, and then retire on half as much as you made when you were working, then you have to do something different. For most people, you have to do something that's outside of the box, as you could say, or that a lot of people don't do for whatever reason. Right, Ethan?
Right. And one of the big things, again, your why is one of the biggest parts. The how, yeah, that's one part of it. But if your why is big enough, the how will take care of itself. So figuring out your why. Some people, they want to provide for their family. They want to be able to
Mhm.
provide a good, make money so they can put food on the table and have a roof over their kids' heads. And family seems to be a very big why for quite a few people.
I think family is a big one. I think freedom is another big one, whether it be for just yourself or for your family. Having the
Maybe
freedom to go where you want, when you want, with whomever you want. That's one of the one of the foundational things that we're constantly talking about and working towards. We want to have the freedom that comes with, say, financial freedom. We get the financial freedom. We get the time freedom. And then we can take that to create a lot of whatever we want in life.
there are some other things that can entice you too. One of the things how I got interested, what my why was I had grown up in, some people would say I grew up with a silver spoon. I had our parents who they had the freedom that you were talking about, the time freedom, the location freedom, the financial freedom, at least for the most part. And I had grown up around that, expecting that it was normal. It was a normal thing. They could just hang out with me. They didn't go to work. Actually, my mom went to an office, but my dad was home. My mom got to come home, and I still spent a lot of time with her. And yet, I had heard that, we had plenty of time. We could take off for vacations. And I had heard other people, my friends' parents couldn't do that. And it wasn't until I figured out why. It was because my parents were in real estate and they got that time, location, and financial freedom. And that was one of the things I wanted, is I wanted to have that. I don't want to have to worry about going to, and getting a job, because that sounded like a lot of time that I could have spent doing something that I enjoyed more. And now that I'm growing up, if I do get a family, I'm going to want to spend a lot of time with my family, with my friends. Maybe now it's going to be I want to spend more time doing things like this radio show. What maybe I want to make more videos for a Real Power Family YouTube or Instagram or something on social media to help teach everyone, really.
Exactly. You want
Out-
to be able to do what you want. Maybe it's you want to make the world a better place. You had mentioned
Yeah.
this radio show or other things where we're teaching people. And if we had to be constantly working in a job, we wouldn't have anywhere near as much time to do this, let alone would we have anything interesting to talk about.
Yeah. but all of that, that was my why. That was what got me interested and motivated, I guess, to do this. That gave me the drive. That was my why. And I think the why is one of the most important things. So figure out, what is your why? Is it family? Is it freedom? Maybe it's time freedom, so you can spend more time with your family. Whatever it is, figuring it out, that can be a very big motivator. Right, Devin?
Exactly. Figure out your reason. What are you going to use to push you to succeed? Like you said, family is a big one for a lot of people. If not that, figure out something else. What is it that you can focus on so much that I'm going to use this, and just from my focus on this, I'm going to use that as the drive to push me towards success.
Go to realpowerfamily.com, and pretty much the first link you'll see is to download our 5 W's free ebook.